And for those of you who are on Spreaker and iHeartRadio, as well as leadershiptko.station.com, welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I'm your host, Lakeisha McKnight, with the show, leadership specialist, wealth mentor, speaker, author, coach, all that. Okay. But really creator of the Leadership TKO brand, where the focus of the brand really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. Did you hear that? Influence, impact, income. Come on and say it with me. Influence, impact, income. That's what I'm helping you to really grow. And so the more you know, the more you can hopefully grow as you implement the information and you implement it the right way. And so again, I welcome you to the show. We do this show every single night, somewhere around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we stream it live here from the Zoom platform. But we're also on some podcast platforms out there as well. So for all of the listeners from other countries around the world, thank you so much for tuning in. And so listen, there is a way by which we all can just share this thing out and get more people involved, when meaning helping other people to win. We want to help others to win, not just ourselves, but others who are connected to us. So before I dive into the content matter at hand right now, I am going to go ahead and share this thing out. So there are a couple of places where I am going to share it. I'm going to share it inside of a group of partners that I do have. So I'm going to go ahead and share it there. And I'm also going to go about sharing it I should say, on my primary official page. So I'm going to go ahead and share it there too. So bear with me just a little bit. Perfecto. And so listen, for those of you who definitely have a desire to grow and really strengthen your ability to lead, your ability to influence others, because again, that's the foundation for it all. This is the reason I believe why a lot of people struggle when it comes to their business and other matters, is because you're not growing yourself. You're not enhancing your ability to lead. You're not growing your influence. And so the more you grow and you become more of an influential leader, you're going to notice things begin to change for you and your business and the bottom line. So again, look, there are a couple of ways to be involved. Like or love the stream that you're watching or listening into right now. You can comment below. I do enjoy engagement. So let's engage, okay? Meaning you can provide your thoughts below in the comment section. And after the live version is over, I can go back and I can actually respond to your particular thoughts in the comment section. And then, listen, they have a share feature. Let's go ahead and share this out to those we care about, whether it's your timeline, a direct message, a fan page, wherever you want to share this. So I appreciate you all. And I thank you so very much on behalf of all the leaders who are involved in making this possible. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Now, we are actually embarking upon a brand new series. I know we finished up the series of 103 Ways to Fail in Network Marketing, and that was a book, of course, written and published by Mr. and Mrs. Best. And so you definitely want to make sure you go back and you view the episodes for that series. That series is absolutely amazing. Listen, and just because we are not going over those nuggets does not mean you stop there. You want to constantly go back over them, read them over, because for all of you who are network marketers out there, listen, you want to avoid making those particular mistakes. And there are more mistakes beyond the book. But listen, if you can learn from the mistakes of others, it will save you a lot of time, and wasted money. Okay, so listen, get a shortcut to success. See, success has already been shared and shown you, so why not just duplicate what works? And that is what that particular book and other books are about. So again, go back, watch the replays from that series. You will enjoy it. But now, we're actually embarking upon a brand new series, and I'm going to share with you what it's about in just a moment, but I'm going to give you an appetizer. So what do I mean by this? I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you a leadership nugget, because that's what this show is about. Growing your influence, your ability to lead. And so the nugget that I'm going to share with you information from, you already know where it's from. It's from Dr. John Maxwell. Now, this is one of his books. Now, some of it, you'll begin to notice as you begin to read more of John Maxwell's books, that a lot of his content is kind of sounding the same, right? From a different angle, maybe worded a little bit differently, but essentially it's the same thing. And this is one of his series. I love his series. He has like a bazillion books, but this one right here is really a quick read, really a small book, okay? Really small book. And it's Leadership 101. Okay, Leadership 101. And so I'm going to share with you just a little bit of content from this. Okay, we're going to talk about it just a bit, and then we're going to head into the main meal, which is the focus for tonight with the new series. And so he talks a bit in this book about success, right? But he says success without leadership. Now, let me ask you a question before I read this. Do you think success is possible without leadership? That's the question. Is success possible without leadership? Here's what he says. I believe that success is within the reach of just about everyone, but I also believe that personal success without leadership ability brings only limited effectiveness. He says it's limited. He says a person's impact is only a fraction of what it could be with good leadership. He says the higher you want to climb in your business or whatever endeavor you're upon, the more you need leadership. The greater the impact you want to make, the greater your influence needs to be. Whatever you will accomplish is restricted by your ability to lead others. So listen, if you're trying to do a whole lot of things, you're trying to accomplish goals, and you're not working on your ability to lead, you're limiting yourself. He says this, let me give you a picture of what I mean. Let's say that when it comes to success, you're an 8, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10. That's pretty good. He says, I think it would be safe to say that the McDonald's brothers were in that range. But let's also say that your leadership ability is only a 1, right? Let's just give an example. It's only a 1. Your level of effectiveness would look like this. And he shows a picture, and I'm going to try to show you what that picture looks like. Okay, you see that? Hopefully you see it, okay? Success without leadership, right there, right? He says to increase your level of effectiveness, you have a couple of choices that you can make. You can work very hard to increase your dedication to success and excellence, to work towards becoming a 10. It's possible, that you can make it to that level, though the law of diminishing returns says that your success will increase only to a certain point. It's only going to increase to a certain point, after which it fails to increase in proportion to the amount of work you put into it. In other words, the effort it would take to increase those last 2 points might take more energy than it did to achieve the first 8. See, if you really killed yourself, you might increase your success by what? That 25%, it says. But you do have another option. He says there is hope. There is another option, okay? He says, let's say that instead you work hard to increase your level of leadership. Over the course of time, you develop yourself as a leader. And eventually your leadership ability becomes, say, maybe around a 6, okay? Perhaps a 6. Now, visually, the results would look like the chart right here. Let me show you the chart. This is what it would look like. Okay, you see that? Look at that. That's what it would look like eventually over time. Leadership ability on the vertical, success dedication on the horizontal line. That's the chart of what the chart looks like. Okay? He says, by raising your leadership ability without increasing your success dedication at all, you can increase your original effectiveness by 500%. 500%. If you were to raise your leadership to 8, where it matched your success dedication, you would increase your effectiveness by 700%. You see, here's what the bottom line is trying to make. Leadership has a multiplying effect. It has a multiplying effect. He says, I've seen it impact over and over again, its impact over and over again in all kinds of businesses and nonprofit organizations. And so he says, and that's why he's taught leadership, what? For over 25 years. That's Dr. John Maxwell. So listen, Work on your leadership ability. That's simply what he's saying. Work on trying to raise your leadership lid. Okay, that's the law of the lid, everybody. If you work on your ability to lead, you can you can raise that lid and then definitely see some level of success in your business. Because if your lid is right here and you're not working on your ability to grow, your level of success for your organization or business can't go beyond that. Okay? This is your success in your business. This is your leadership lid, your ability to lead. It's not going beyond that. But if you raise that lid, okay, raise it up, and then your level of success can be raised as well. So it's not going to go beyond that. That's the law of the lid. That is what we're talking about with the law of the lid. Okay? Now, people can help you to raise your lid, but listen, they can only give you the information. You have to do the implementation. People can give you the information. Leaders can pour into your life and give you the information, but the implementation comes from you. All right? It comes from you. And I know this is just the appetizer. I didn't even get to the main meal for tonight. But I had to really explain this. This is so important. This is why I'm so passionate about it, because a lot of times you see a lot of people trying to work on their skill set, but they're not working on their character. What? You see, here's the problem. Your gift can get you to a certain level of success. And only a certain level your gift can get you to. It can help you even open the door to success. But your character is what's going to keep you there. Your character is what's going to keep you there. All right? This is why a lot of times, for example, you see people win the lottery and it's gone. Why is that? Because it's a reflection of what's in there or what's not in there. And that's a lack of discipline. A lot of people have a lack of discipline. And that's a whole nother session. Okay. So that's the appetizer. We're talking about success without leadership and the importance of raising your leadership lid. Okay. But our main meal is coming from what? I'm about to show it to you right now so you can see it. Let me share my screen so you can see exactly what I mean. All right. Sharing the screen. Here we go. It's coming from Mr. T. Harv Eker, with his book, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. That's what we're going over. Secrets. How many of you out there watching this want to become wealthy? I mean, cash wealthy, like cash flow wealthy. And many of my partners were saving gold and things of that nature. And that definitely, saving gold will attract wealth. It does attract wealth. The more gold you have near your person, the more wealth you're going to attract. But you can also be cash wealthy as well. You can have that cash flow. And so listen, I want to talk to you because wealth really starts here. It starts in your mind, guys. And that's why I believe this is important because, a lot of times when we're sharing information about our businesses, the reason why people struggle and they just I can't do it. This whole confidence factor is because they don't have it here. They don't believe it here. All right. They have all this programming thinking, I can't do this. I can't. I just can't. I can't. Right. But the more you say it, the more you can't. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you believe you can't, that's true. Right? But if you begin to believe that you can, then it's possible. So let's go over. There are about 17 takeaways from T. Harv Eker's book on the secret of a millionaire mind. And we're just going to talk about the first takeaway tonight. That's what we're going to talk about. Here is the first takeaway. Look at this. Rich people believe, here's what they believe. I create my life. Poor people believe life just happens to me. It just happened. This is the deck of cards I've been dealt, so I got to deal with it. That's the way that poor people believe. They believe this life happens. Here is what we say furthermore. If you want to be wealthy, you must realize that you and only you are in control, especially with your financial life. Many poor folks play the blame game, right? The object of the game is to come up with as many people or circumstances that you can point your finger to without ever looking at the person in the window, in the mirror. You need to point the finger. You need to look in the mirror and realize it's you. It's not because such and such wasn't here or such and such wasn't more present or they did such and such to you. Point the finger in the mirror. I know I'm stepping on toes. See, another reason why the poor are poor is has a lot to do, with complaining. When people complain, when you complain, you focus on what's wrong with your life. Okay, you focus on what's wrong. What you focus on expands so that it'll keep, you'll keep getting more of what's wrong. Right? That's just like, for example, let's just put it out there, right? You're doing an opportunity, and most people are like, man, I don't know. I have to go and check. I gotta go do my research. When someone says, be cautious, because when someone says, I gotta go do my research, be careful. There's a couple of negatives about that. Number one, they should be connecting with the person that has a relationship with the original entity. So that could be you. That could be someone else. Go to the people. Don't go to a place where it can be manipulated, where it can be edited, and where the sources are not credible. Okay, where it's not credible. And when they say they got to go do their homework and their research, there's some level of doubt in most people's minds. And when you got to go and look up something because you're doubting something, you're going to find something that will give you or support what you're looking for. So it will give you will find on the internet something that's going to cause you to doubt. And you see, there's always something to doubt. There's no topic online where there's not something negative about it. I always tell people, I said, well, look, you go look up Jesus. If you go Google Jesus, you're going to find something negative. Does it mean that Jesus is negative? No, absolutely not. Okay. See, the law of attraction states like attracts like, meaning when people are complaining, they are attracting crap into their lives. You're going to attract what you're thinking. Okay, you're going to attract it. You see, Mr. Ecker, he states that he avoids complainers altogether because negative energy is infectious. If you're going to be negative, don't hang around me. I don't want that. I don't want that energy at all. He says this, I guarantee you'll be astonished at how amazing your life will be when you stop focusing on and therefore stop attracting crap into your life. It's time to take back your power and acknowledge that you create. Let me speak to you right here. You create everything that is in and not in your life. Again, let me say that one more time so the people in the back can hear. You create everything that is in and not in your life. You realize that you create your wealth. God has given you the power. Deuteronomy 8:18. God has given you the power, the ability to get wealth. He's given it to you. You can create wealth, your non-wealth, and every level in between. You create it. You, the person in the mirror, the person that's watching this stream right here, you create it or you don't, based on the way that you think, based on what you're focusing on. That's why I truly believe this. What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest in your life. You focus on what you're complaining about, it's going to become stronger in your life. You focus on poverty and lack, you're going to continue to get lack in your life. If you want wealth, well then, focus on wealth then. Does it mean that you see, let me put this out there so that people can just diminish this too. It's not money that is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of it. Because whatever you're loving, listen, whatever you're loving, you put on a pedestal. You put on the throne. You put on a certain priority level of it in your life. And I can only speak personally for me in my relationship with God. That if I put anything before him, he's not having it. Because he said it. He says, I am a jealous God. What does that mean? He doesn't want you to put anything above him. Because what? He's the creator of the thing. How are you going to put the creator of the thing above the thing? He owns it all, right? The thing didn't create God. God created the thing. So, in essence, guys, look, going back to this, listen, to be wealthy, to have a millionaire mind, you have to realize and say to yourself, I create my life. Get out of the mode of thinking that life happens to you. You have to be bold or firm. I create my life. Say it with me. I create my life. Do you want a better life? Do you want to live a better lifestyle? So take action and do the things necessary to have a better lifestyle. For example, I enjoyed my lifestyle a little over 3.5 years ago, traveling to and fro, but not at the expense of not being present for my 4-year-old and my 7-year-old and my husband. One of the highest covenants in my life is my marriage. I will never put anything above my marriage. And I have to be honest with you, not even my kids. Yeah. In order for me to be able to be a great parent for them, I have to have this covenant right with my husband. That's just an example. Not saying that they're not of great importance to me, because they are. Okay? Anybody that knows me knows that they are. But when it comes to covenant, covenant is like it's prime. Okay, it's prime. So listen, if you want to make some adjustments, and I had to make that adjustment, my husband and I, we got plugged into a money system, and I'm telling you, since then, life has been better. It's been greater. We've been attracting wealth greater into our life because we were connected to a system primarily that was keeping us in debt. And so when we broke free from, and when we started realizing that we can get on a better path, we got on that path. We got on that horse and we're riding it out. And we invite anyone else that wants to get out of the system of debt and you want to have a wealthy life, if you want to, say, have a plan, a proven plan that will help you to replace your job income, it will help you retire early, not waiting 40 years, but you can actually get out of the rat race in 3 to 12 months. That's what the proven plan that I have access to can help you accomplish. And if you want access to that plan, listen, I actually have some wealth building partners. They're watching this. They may have shared this out. I encourage you to get back with them and let them know. Lakeisha was talking about a plan. What is that proven freedom plan that she was talking about? So you can get information. And look, you can actually learn about the plan. We actually have a presentation about the plan coming up at 9 o'clock. And I invite you to watch and learn about this plan as it's streamed on social media, on Facebook. And so you can watch it, the presentation. You can simply go to www.goldrocks.info and make sure you inbox the person that shared this with you so you can get the password and be on the Zoom platform with us. Now, we may stream it on Facebook and we may not, but you can always go to goldrocks.info and be with us, okay? So again, I thank each and every one of you out there for watching the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I am your leadership specialist and wealth mentor. Glad to be here with you on tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with another episode on this new series, From a Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Thank you so much, everyone. And remember, until the next time that you and I come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone. God bless. And take care, everyone.